Oh, we're already live. Okay. Hello from Nebraska, Alabama, Ireland, South Texas, land of the Fireball, Texas. Okay. Yeah, there's not much Fireball here tonight. There's not much rain.
Is that BJ?
Oh, yes.
Right there, sir. Okay.
Turn this thing down, volume on it. Gauge goes. I figured I'd take you guys along. We got 13 acres left of Harvest 19. Dad also has about 13 acres left. We're split up. He's doing a field across, well, a few miles down the road. I'm doing this one. We should finish right about the same time. So it's supposed to rain here in a few hours, but providing both the combines don't break down at the same time, I think we're going to make it all right. How's is the audio okay for everybody? The combine's a little noisy, so I wasn't sure how well this would work out. Just got an iPad mounted on a tripod. Sounds good. Well, good. Hello from another Class 740. First question: what years are the combines? The one that I'm in, the one that I always run, is a 2014, and the one Dad runs is a 2015. Dad's was bought brand new, and I think he ordered it in the winter of 14, and this one was bought in 2017, obviously used. Here's loud and clear. Good. How's that deer? Are you seriously considering it? I really like the John Deere. I liked it a lot more than I was expecting to like it, to be honest. There's no reason that I could, like, there wasn't anything that I noticed about it where I was like, there's no way I would have this tractor on our farm. We are seriously looking at tractors. I don't know if it's going to be that one or a Challenger. It just depends. If we go with a newer tractor, we'll probably lease it. We also might do something like a used tractor or a used four-wheel drive tractor with, you know, a lot higher hours, but be able to actually not lease it. What's up, Brian? Reporting live from my living room in Connecticut. Where do you guys live? We are around Chillicothe, Ohio. I don't know what happened in this field, but I'm just going to show you guys. See all that? See all that right through there? It's not the funnest to combine through. I thought I was going to be able to do this live stream in the daylight, and I was going to be out of here at like 5:30 tonight. I've been here, got here at 3 o'clock. I just can't get any kind of speed with all these weeds in here. I keep running a lot of returns. I can't keep a clean grain stem. These are going to town, so I'm not super worried about that, but it really slowed me down. Been running like, 5 miles an hour, running 3. Sometimes I got to go down slower. Really love the fridge. I did like the fridge. I never carry an ice chest anymore just because I always have that darn camera bag. So anytime I drink water, it's always warm. I don't ever really drink pop anymore. But yeah, it would be nice to have a little ice box. Tumbleweeds? No, those are dead mare's tail, looks like. Lots of ducks 6 hours north of you. Well, you send them on down here in about 2 weeks. You hold them up there, though, because we can't do anything to them at the moment. Our duck season lets in southern Ohio. So right now we got to stop. We're about to plug up the return elevator. Our duck season doesn't let in until, I think, it's usually like the second week of December. Speaking of the second week of December, I'm not speaking at the Farmer to Farmer thing in Omaha, but I am going to it. Are any of you other guys going to Omaha, Nebraska to go to Farmer to Farmer? It sounds like a great trip. I'm pretty excited about it. Me and several other YouTubers are going to be there. Looking forward to meeting everybody. It's 10 p.m. in Ireland. It's 5:19 here. You done with corn? Yeah, we finished corn. The last video I put out, I think it went out this morning. We actually finished corn. Right now the videos are like a week behind, which I don't like, but we just got real busy this weekend with some family stuff, and I didn't get any videos out, so we finished corn last Wednesday, I believe. 11. New Zealand, it's 11 in the morning. Huh, okay. How do you like the new Class 770? If it's a new Class, it'd probably be the newer numbers. The one we demoed, the 7500, I really liked it. I think like any new product, they probably got some bugs to work out. I've heard the unloading gearboxes are a little, might be a weak point on it, but that thing moves like, it moves a lot of grain really fast, so I'm sure there's going to be a couple bugs they got to work out. Are y'all going to put a permanent fix on the beaver problem? I think we're going to have someone trap them, like me and my cousin, but I'm going to wait till after duck season, because that's a good way to kill ducks. Made that water deep, so might bring in some ducks. What's it yielding? This field's not doing so hot at all. This is our worst double crop field we've had all year. It's making 30 bushel. With double crops, I'm not mad at 30. I mean, we're still making a little bit of money, but every other double crop field so far has been above 40. The one I came from before this one made 45, so a little disappointing. I don't have anything booked yet as far as like a room or anything, but we go every year, so I would imagine maybe a chance to harvest any deer yet. That's why I typically just gun hunt. I don't really I have a bow. I haven't went bow hunting in probably 4 or 5 years. I like it. I enjoy it. I find it relaxing. Just hold on a minute. We got to film for the YouTube video. Turn them lights on. Last time of the year, gotta make it count. Gotta get on camera. At least I hope it's the last time. If we don't finish tonight, I'm going to be very, very disappointed. Why did we lose signal? Oh, we're back. Yeah, we keep losing the internet connection, guys, so hopefully that's not, hopefully that goes away. I think we have pretty good service here. Huh, I guess we don't have good service here, that's odd. We should have good service here. Would you consider a case quad track? Yeah. The last tractor I planned with before the 1038 was a Steiger. It wasn't a quad, but I always liked the quads. I've never been around one. But yeah, I would consider one if the price was right. Is it that dark or is it going to rain again? Yeah, it's getting dark. I mean, it is 5:30. It's about time it gets dark around here, but it's also getting ready to blow in another rain. Was 2019 harvest good? Yeah, it wasn't bad. It could have been better, I think. We missed some rains towards the end of July and most of August, which I think kind of hurt us. But overall, it was a better than average year. It wasn't as good as last year. Last year was a phenomenal year. So we've been really spoiled. The last 3 years have been good. Like I'm a little disappointed in this field. They're dry now. Hey, we're down to 13%. Might be able to blend these in and not get docked for a drying bill. Yeah, got it. Have to plug that return elevator again. I'm glad we're not putting these beans in our bin because we got a very dirty sample. We got her open way up, trying to get this stuff go through. Are we gonna finish tonight? Yes, we have 11 acres in this field. I think Dad, he's probably got something like that. Shouldn't have much. Good night from Denmark. Yeah, if it's midnight over there, I don't blame you. Thanks for putting the videos up. No problem. I enjoyed doing it. Not going to lie, I am ready for a little break from video editing, but I don't know. My goal is to still do about 1 to 2 videos a week during December and January at least. What's your favorite farm channel besides your own? That's a good question. There's lots of good ones. The two main ones that I watch pretty religiously, I watch Cole and I usually watch Zach. I haven't watched any of them during Harvest. I don't really watch any YouTube during Harvest just because I don't have time. Not because there's not downtime, but when I have downtime, I spend it editing instead of watching videos. I'd say I probably watch Cole more than anybody. Winter storm warning. Man, that's rough. 7 inches. You know, I don't think we're gonna get into that. So out of the demo equipment that you've had this fall, what are you keeping? Nothing at the moment. The combines, I mean, we are interested in combines, but neither one of those were like high pressure sales demos or anything like that. The Case IH combine, that was the first time our local dealer has had a demo machine in a long time. So they took that to a lot of customers. And we've always wanted to demo a red combine. Our salesman has known that, and he got us one to demo. And then the Claws, it was kind of the same deal. It's a new design for that machine, so Claws and Ohio Ag were really trying to push that to as many customers as they could to show them the new product. So probably not getting a combine this year. We also demoed a lot of sprayers. That's of this equipment that we demoed, a sprayer is probably the next one. Like the most, it's probably what would be replaced first, and then we are looking to add a tractor. We're still up in the air on what way we want to go on a tractor. We have a John Deere 790 with a 55-foot header. That's impressive. Is the Miller yours or demo? The Miller is ours. It is a 2012, I believe. It doesn't have a def on it, so I think it's a 12. Got done with Harvest Saturday, watched your videos, waiting for grain carts. Yeah. Darn grain cart drivers, I tell you what. No, I'm kidding. What are your plans for the winter? Well, first and foremost, we're going to get all the equipment cleaned up. Probably won't do that before Thanksgiving. Once we get done with this tonight, I'm probably going to dump whatever trucks we got tomorrow, and then I don't plan on doing anything till Friday. I plan on eating a lot of food and taking a nap. Can't see anything right now. Oh, as soon as I turn you guys around, the dust cleared out. But after we get everything cleaned up and put away for the winter, usually do a lot of paperwork, do a lot of tax stuff like that, stuff that gets put off throughout the year. I do want to clean the shop out. We've got a side dress bar or strip till bar that we've had for a long time. We might try to get it workable this year. I don't know. It needs some new metal and some attention. Got some service work we got to do, so there'll be lots of stuff to be done. What about John Deere X9? You talking about the combine? Probably can't afford it. What would you say if Deere stood up and smiling and said, "Fight with me"? I don't know. I guess I've never really put a lot of thought into that concept. I'd probably be pretty surprised when a deer started talking to me. Not deaf, it's government use. It is, but people get confused sometimes. You should buy another 1038 for Christmas. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you'd get it too dirty, brother. You should demo a gleaner. We would love to demo a gleaner. I know Dad has always talked about it. There's not a lot of them in this particular area. When's your duck season open? Ours in Ontario opens in September and closes in December. We have an early season for duck that starts in October. I usually don't get to participate in that. It's been out for a while. And then our second season, which is the main one, it opens the second week of December and it'll run through January. Closes into January. Buy a Fendt 942. Send that to your baggie. Dad he really likes the 900 series better than the 1000 just because it's more of a row crop machine. It's a lot more smaller frame. Unfortunately, them things are a lot of money. The Fendt, I don't know if it's because it's a Fendt name or what, but it was more money than the 1038 Challenger. By quite a bit, I believe. look at a versatile. That's another thing we have looked at. We were going to go actually look at one day when it was raining, but some other stuff came up. They seem like a really simple, nice tractor. They got a pretty reliable, they have a cat transmission and a Cummins engine, so it's a pretty reliable combo. Hello from Kentucky. How much was your cost combine? I paid $138,000 for this combine. I guess I should probably look at the combine from time to time instead of reading comments. Does Ohio Ag Equipment carry Fendt now? They do in fact carry Fendt. There's a couple of green ones sitting in the lot courthouse right now. Something about their contracts kind of weird. I don't know if they can carry all the Fendt equipment. I know they carry the combine and the bigger tractors. I'm pretty sure they get the smaller ones. I don't think our Ohio Ag location can sell like a gleaner, for example. There's a gleaner dealer in southwestern Ohio. Stuff like that, it gets a little complicated. Zach was having some trouble with his Kloss demo. I've seen that. I haven't watched the video yet, but kind of surprised that they didn't. I don't know, because I haven't seen the video yet, but I was kind of surprised someone from that dealer didn't stay with it to make sure. Because they are very different. There's a lot of stuff to adjust on it compared to a rotor, but once you get them dialed in, you can really move. How many bushels of corn and beans did you get this year? I don't know what the total bushels were. Have not looked yet. You live close to another YouTube farmer. Well, there's a few. Harmless Farmer is not very far from us. He's just within a few hours distance. A couple hours. And then who else is close? Well, Mike Les, he's not very far. That's pretty much it, I believe. About to plug up the return elevator again. That's fun. It's just full. I'll show you what I'm talking about when I tell you that. The Kloss has a nice little window down there so you can see your return elevator. You guys see that? Right there? Yeah, it was full. It's pretty much emptied out now though. The monitor will tell you that you're running full in the return elevator, but it's nice to be able to actually see that. You can tell if it's grain or just chaff. It's just chaff. There's so many weeds in here, they're just breaking apart as soon as the combine hits them, and then they're just filling up my return elevator. So that's fun. Thoughts on Urban Meyer? I don't keep up with Ohio State football very much, so I don't know what happened, or I don't know what you're talking about. I seen he was on like game day yesterday or Saturday. But I didn't watch any of the football games Saturday, so I don't know. What are the corn prices? That's a good question. I tried to store everything so I didn't have to worry about it. But, give me a minute. I'll tell you what our cash price is locally. The way the prices work on that, you have the Chicago Board of Trade. Let's just say the Chicago Board of Trade's $4. Then you have your basis for your local elevator. Basically, your basis is how your basis is how your local elevator would determine if they need corn or not. So basically, if the Chicago Board of Trade's $4 and your local elevator doesn't need corn, they might only be paying like $3.50. Don't really need it. Whereas if they need corn real bad, they might raise their basis, be a say positive 25, so you're getting a premium. But locally, corn is selling for Chillicothe Cargill, November, December corn, $9.30 or $3.97, $9.37. Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah, $3.97. watching from England. Thank you. If you couldn't be a farmer anymore, what would you be doing? I don't know. I'd probably be doing something with heavy equipment just because I like operating large pieces of machinery. I find that to be fun. I also like, I don't know. I definitely want to be my own boss. Like I'd want to run my own business of some kind. I don't know. It'd be really difficult to go back to like working for somebody after working for yourself this long. Got to be duck hunting next. I'll be duck hunting, but like I've said before, I probably will not film that very often just because it's hard to film and shoot. And I tried it last year and I started like missing opportunities to shoot ducks, so I just put the camera down. I'd set up a time lapse, but I don't think it would work all that well. George, good for Thanksgiving. We actually had a family Thanksgiving Saturday. He did come and he ate. He's been fed, but I'm sure he'd eat some. I don't know if you guys seen yesterday's video, but he got his tapeworm fixed. He said he had him lengthen it so he could eat more. Now that's a joke. George doesn't really have a tapeworm, but I don't think. He does seem to eat a lot though. How many bushels of storage do you have? Well, it's a new grain leg. There's 195, I think. And then at the other place, there's 110. And then right beside our office, we have 16,000 bushels of storage. You have a different channel. I do have a different channel. I have another channel called After Hours. I haven't posted anything on there since before Harvest. But basically, it's just a channel of hobbies that I'm into, like I like muscle cars, so I have a 67 Camaro. It's on that channel. I've got a couple projects I want to do to hit this winter to be on there. If I do film any deer hunts, they'll be on that channel. I am planning on filming some deer hunting, that'll be on there. And stuff like that. George's appetite reminds me of someone, Willy Wonka. Yeah, George, let's just say I portray him as eating a lot. George eats every day. He eats breakfast at like 6:30, 7 o'clock, lunch around 11, and dinner around 5. And then he doesn't eat anymore. He's a man of habit, I guess you could say. Looks like a bunch of you guys are getting snow. Moisture's running 13.5 now. You should buy a Fendt 1050. Well, we'll take donations. The 1050 would be an awesome tractor. It's basically a 1038 with just more power and bigger tires. I think they're the exact same other than that, like as far as frame and engine. Did you like the John Deere? I did. What are these making? These beans are making 30 bushel. I'm known for not eating for a day. That's not good. That's not what I'm going to be known for. Won't wither away at nothing. Is it more cultivation now that harvest is done, or will you take it easy for a couple of days? Our ground's a little too wet. It's a little wetter than the kind of tillage I'd like to do. If we were turning ground over, I would probably be okay with going out and trying to, like say, run a field cultivator or a chisel plow, but we're not. Running an inline ripper, you really need it to be pretty dry. It's too wet for that. It would probably be okay to run a Turbo Max in a couple days, but like I said, we're supposed to get rain again. So I'd say tillage is done for us for a while. It's kind of my guess. What's your favorite brand? Are you talking about machinery? I'm just going to assume you are talking about machinery. AGCO is probably my favorite brand, just because I don't have any experience in plus equipment other than the combines. I would say they probably make a pretty good tractor as well. These are also the pieces of equipment that I have the most experience in. Well guys, we are down to 6 acres. You think we're going to make it? I would certainly hope so. See if we can get George on the radio. Probably ought to turn back on first. Hey George, is that truck loaded yet? Okay. Well, we're not going to run out of trucks. That's the benefit of these beans being terrible, I guess. Trying to get a little bit more light in here.
About 4 or 5,000 on the front of it.
Yeah, okay. Well, it'll probably all fit on there then.
No, we're just going to load what we can't get on the truck on the weeds, okay?
You guys heard it. George is going to dump what he can't get in the truck in the weeds. All right. Well, you just told 600 people that in the live stream.
Well, didn't you tell me you was doing that?
Is the lake done? No, it is not. We still don't have any unloaders
About
on.
16 on it?
What was that, George? I can hear. For some reason, our radios, it's like everyone hits the button, lets go, and talks, and all you hear is a click. I have no idea why. It seems like it's getting persistently worse. I don't know if the radios are acting up or if we're just all tired of talking on it. Oh, someone asked if the leg was done. The leg's not completely done. We don't have any unloaders on the big bin yet, and there's no way, they're not tied in yet. A neighbor's grain dryer caught on fire, I guess. I mean, they're not like a close neighbor, but they use the same millwrights we do, so they're still in harvest. That kind of became top priority, which
hear
we
me,
understand.
George, that grain car hold when you let George take that truck on home.
You going to help me move out of here when I get done? I got 6 acres left.
Oh, okay, whatever, okay.
Are you guys about done?
Halfway is the hill done, and I gotta go down over the hill and have 2 acres.
Yeah, okay. So that makes Harvest 19 having about 12 total acres left. But yeah, that's why the leg's not done. When that guy's dryer caught on fire, we were pretty understanding of that. They're still in harvest. They still need their dryer.
Yippee.
Hopefully they get that tied in there soon, because we do need to transfer some grain. There's still some wet grain in that big bin, so I would like to get that moved or sold or dried or something. At least circulate it and get some air movement through there. They did finish the drive-through over the pit today. That was a different crew that built that, the local guy, the guy we actually farmed for. So yeah, that looks pretty good. Unfortunately, we don't have anything to dump in it now, but it does look pretty cool. Why do you have row crop tires instead of normal tires, normal twin wheels on the 1038? Well, we were row cropped, so that was the main reason. But more than anything, that's how it was spec'd. That was a leased tractor, so they basically spec'd it to where it had the best resale value if we don't buy it at the end of the lease. We were okay with it. Never have a problem with short beans. You need an air system. Yeah, normally our beans are pretty tall. Double crops, they get kind of short, but even them last year have been tall. Yeah, an air rail would be definitely pretty helpful whenever they are short. I can see that. Have you ever plugged before? I've never plugged a combine yet. I say yet, 'cause I'm sure it'll happen eventually. Dad, he's plugged his Lexions a few times. It's not a fun process. When you plug that rear impeller, it's a chore. I don't advise it. What is government juice? I know you've explained it. See, I told you guys some people don't understand what government juice is. Government juice is what Dad started calling DEF whenever it became like a thing that we end up having to use a lot of, which is urea, diesel exhaust fluid. So yeah, that's just our slang term for it. What's your dream tractor? That's a good question. I like about every piece of equipment I've ran for the most part, as long as it's not a complete turd. My dream tractor, it would probably be a combination of a lot of different tractors. Like if I could put the refrigerator out of the John Deere, and the 1038. I'm trying to think what I would take for the case. I'd probably combine the Deere and the Challenger so far. There's certain things I liked about that deer a lot, and there's a lot of things I liked about the Challenger a lot. So I guess I don't have just an absolute dream truck. Oh, plow. Okay, I thought you said plug. I've chisel plowed. I've never ran a mobile plow. We have a chisel plow somewhere. It's stuck in the corner of a corn crib someplace. We don't use it very often. In fact, I don't remember the last time we used it. I think we were going to try to get it out this past spring, and I think all the tires were dry rotted on it. Would you own any truck other than GM product? Probably not. I don't know. I would own a first gen Dodge. I think those are really cool looking trucks, but that'd probably be about it. Unless Chrysler or Ford would like to sponsor the YouTube channel, of course. Oh, here comes George. We're about full. Over there somewhere. Don't know what to do with my phone. Yep, it's gone. I lost it. Yep, it's gone. Got the J&M cart out tonight. Dad's got the Underfoot cart. Where the farm he's at is a lot wetter spot, so he took the bigger tractor and the bigger cart with the tracks. Hey George, come this way a little bit. Someone just asked what time is it here. It is 5:45. 5:45? Yeah, 5:45. Oh, about to spill some beans. I hate it when farming gets in the way of YouTube.
You alright, Joe?
Yeah, I don't know where my phone's at. It just rang. It was just my wife calling, so I'm sure she'll be alright. Will you add acreage next year? It's something we're always looking to do. It's just hard to come by. I would like to pick up some ground if possible, but I don't have anything lined up at the moment. Are you keeping the Underfoot cart, or is it a demo? The Underfoot cart was sent here as basically just a demo for YouTubing purposes. It is a very nice grain cart. I really like it. I like the capacity of it, 1,300 bushel, especially running 2 combines periodically. It's been really nice. I really like that cart, but I would imagine it will be leaving here. So unless they can give us some kind of smoking hot deal on it, it's just not something that's in our budget for this year. Those track grain carts aren't cheap. Oh yeah, down to 4 acres. We're gonna make it. Farming life. Good evening, Brian. How are the soybean fields? This field's not doing so hot. The rest of them have been pretty good for double crops. The way I look at double crops, we don't figure those into our budget. They're just kind of like a bonus. This year, this has been the worst field. They're going to make 30. Years past, we've done double crops that only made 7. It really just depends on frost and rain. Earlier today, we were in the 40s. We did a field yesterday that made 66, but those were first crops. They were like in the middle. They were planted in late June. Do you put on cover crops? No, we've kind of dabbled in it a little bit this year with some radishes, but it's not something that's a regular part of our program at the moment. We gotta stop and let the elevator return click now. Put this in the video. Well, we're just about done for this video, but just keep that. See that little window in there? That's my return elevator. Will BJ ever buy a tractor? Well, I don't know. Have to ask my brother. Good luck with the end of your season. Thank you. You have an adequate snack supply. I do not. I'm starving. I'm pretty hungry. I found the best way to not gain weight during harvest is to not bring snacks with you, though. You need a big bud. Yeah, I don't know about a big bud. I mean, they're pretty cool. Don't think I want to bounce around in one. What's your favorite tractor other than the 1038? Probably the old 8400, just because it's just a cool tractor. It's basically been on the farm as long as I have. What is the return elevator? That's grain that did get threshed out of the combine. It's getting sent back up to the front of the combine to be rethreshed, basically. Oh man, yields all the way up to 32. Must hit the sweet spot of the field. One thing, as soon as we get done with this, I'm eating a nice big juicy steak to celebrate the end of harvest. That is what I'm looking forward to. Does BJ still have the Cub Cadet store? No, it has closed. Cub actually just came and came and got the inventory that he had still. But no, he is no longer a Cub Cadet dealer. What is double crops? Double crops are soybeans that we plant right after our winter wheat. I suppose double crops could be a variety of different things, but that's how we double crop. I've had neighbors double crop corn after wheat. It's not something we've ever done, but it worked for them. I'm eating a steak right now. I'm jealous. In the combine. Huh. Still jealous. How old are you and BJ? My brother BJ is 41 and I'm 29. What's your favorite cut of steak? I'm a pretty big fan of a ribeye. Can you do a video on the operation of the grain bins? I was planning on doing that. It'll probably be sometime next year, though. I wanted to get everything finished over at our new grain bin complex. I wanted everything to be up and operational and not have to explain why this didn't work yet or this was still under construction. Yep, just spilled water all over my beard. What ton can you fit of wheat in the combine? See, we measure things in bushels. I don't know. I can give you pounds. The bin on this combine holds like 17,500 pounds, roughly, depending on test weight. Are you going to watch the High State game from the team up north? I don't know. Maybe, probably off and on. Like I said, I don't really get hung up on football games too often. What flannel brand? These are Carhartt. Usually what I wear. I got some others. I've just got a bunch of Carhartts. See, Santa Claus brought me Carhartt shirts pretty much every year since I was 10. When is your deer hunting season? Deer bow season is in now. I don't really bow hunt, but deer gun season lets in the Monday after Thanksgiving every year. Are you looking forward to the end of harvest? I am, but it's kind of also like a bittersweet thing. I don't know, it's kind of sad, it's kind of exciting. This year hasn't been like super stressful like last year. I'm ready for it to be over, but at the same time, like this is what I like to do. I look forward to harvest every year. I look forward to being in the machinery. I like it, so it's kind of bittersweet, but yeah, I'm ready for a break. But I'm not going to be in a combine really, like in a field, until next June. So that part kind of sucks. What brand shotgun do you use when duck hunting? I started using a Browning when I first started duck hunting, and I just couldn't shoot it very well. I shoot a Super Black Eagle 2 now, Cornelia. How many likes on a video to shave? If we get 1,000 likes on this video, I'll shave. I didn't see him start pouring in, so guess I'm safe. Oh, we didn't just get a quick 5 though. That's kind of scary. How do I make? For some reason, I hate how on the live streams, like I see the top chat. I don't even know what qualifies as a top chat, but not the live chat. So I've been looking at the same 3 or 4 comments for like 5 minutes, and I've already answered them. Turn around first. That would be a good way to end harvest by hitting a tree. How long does it take to sell the corn? It just depends. We've been sold out of corn as early as June before, but usually we'll have it clear into August or September. A couple of years ago, we were cleaning out a corn bin right before we filled it. So it just really depends. Cotton 765, thanks for the super chat, buddy. Do you ever use your dad's 40-20? We bush hog with it some. It doesn't get used a whole heck of a lot. It's just we don't have like a huge need for it anymore. I have pretty Dad's first tractor was a 40-20. His first tractor he bought brand new right out of high school. He bought a 68 40-20 with an all year round cab on it. I am 99% sure that I found his exact tractor, like not the model, I mean the tractor he bought. So I'm really hoping we can, really hoping Santa Claus can get that tractor delivered to our house. It's a friend of mine owns it. I'm trying to work with me a lot with him, but I'd really like to have that tractor. I don't know what we do with it, but I just think that'd be super cool to have the first tractor Dad ever bought back on the farm. Hasn't been there since 1976. Who is your celebrity crush? Well, my wife's been on a few YouTube videos, so does that qualify her? What do you think of the other demo Klosh? Or what do you think of the other Klosh you demoed? Had a lot of cool features that I like. A lot of stuff was updated on it. Like most of the things that we would complain about on this machine is changed to the new one. That's great. One thing I was kind of disappointed in, it's not a huge deal. This cab's pretty comfortable. It's the exact same cab on that new one. I just figured with a new launch of the machine, they would redesign the cab. I think the case probably has a nicer cab in the fin than the Claws did. I don't know what the deer cabs are like, but I don't know, this one just doesn't feel quite as spacious as those maybe. Could a 40-20 run the grain vac? Yep, you probably would, I think. What are the green and yellow lights on the dash of the Challenger? I don't know. I'd have to be in it, I guess. Hello from West Virginia. Are you shaving after harvest? Yes, BJ. I will probably shave after harvest. That's kind of my plan. I guess I'll probably just wait till the end of November. I hear you're supposed to not shave in November. Still have 300 acres to bring in. Well, get after it, man. Good luck. Hopefully you can beat the weather. We have exactly 2.5. 2.5 or 1.5. This field's either 40 or 41 acres. I can't remember. Millennial farmer Knox Claus, do they do better than deer? I don't know. Like I said, I haven't watched his video yet, so I don't know what was going on in his particular circumstance. I know if you dropped off a John Deere combine and told me to go run it, I don't know. I don't know if I'd be able to run it or not. what's the cash price for corn in this area? $3.97. Billy Roberts, thanks for the super chat. Is your brother going to buy a tractor or anything? Right now, my brother is like he's not a partner in the farm or anything. He's just working on the farm for a wage. So I mean, I don't think Dad or I are expecting him to buy a several $100,000 piece of equipment. How's BJ doing as a farmer? Pretty good so far. Keep in mind, since he started helping early, he spent a lot of time in the grain cart just because that's where we were able to use him. I'm excited for this coming year to see how we all three integrate together. Still trying to figure out what everyone's going to do. I don't know if I'm going to be planting beans or corn or spraying. I really like planting though. What is a mow-bore plow? A mow-bore plow is an older style of tillage. Basically, a mow-bore plow, you would pick up the ground and completely turn it over. Like, no residue from the crop is showing. You are seeing bare dirt when you're done with it. It takes a lot of power. It's pretty slow going. I don't think Dad's mow-bore plowed since the 60s. What do you like more, the 8400 or the 8400R? The 8400, the original, definitely gets style points and originality. What I mean by that is, if you look at that tractor, I think it is a good looking machine. I say originality because if you look at like a 4960, which would have been the big front wheel assist before then you look at that 8400, it's a completely different design tractor as far as the layout inside. Has more, I think it's a bigger tractor in general. It is just a cool machine in my opinion. The new 8400R is a very comfortable, user-friendly, millennialized tractor. I really like it. It's comfortable. The motor is pretty easy to get the hang of. I don't know. I guess if I had to pick one to go get in right now, I'd probably pick the 8400R. I've owned an SB Super Black Eagle 2 for 5 years. I have never cleaned it, never misfired. I've had a few misfires, but I've had a few misfires with every shotgun I've ever owned, including an 870. That's one thing that drives me nuts. Everyone, you should get an 870 or a Mossberg 500. They never jam. Not true. If you put a gun in the river when it is negative 10 degrees, it will jam. I don't care what kind it is. The old 8400 is paid for, so that does make it a little bit sweeter, I believe. You're right. Oh man, we have one more pass left after this one. You guys want to see the end of it? We're getting there. We are definitely getting there. Finally out of all those weeds. These are pretty clean right through here. But we're just about done with Harvest 19. We have one more pass. Don't forget the thumbs up. Yeah, thank you. I would appreciate it if you guys did thumbs up the channel or the video and all the videos actually. You guys use 100% Milwaukee for the most part, I guess, and that's not like, that's just what we've had the best luck with. That we have a lot of Milwaukee batteries, so we didn't want to have multiple brands of batteries to try to keep up with. Are the beans really thin? Yeah, with double crops, they don't really grow in as thick as I'd like. They're a little thin. Thanks for doing these live streams. Yeah, I enjoy doing the live streams from time to time. I don't particularly want to do them once a week or anything, but I kind of thought since this was the last day of harvest, this would be the last time we'd be live streaming from the cab, just go ahead and do one. You Here is it. This is it right here. I think we're going to get it this fast. We might have to come back. That is the, yep, we're going to make it. That's the end of harvest. I guess once we get up here to the end, that's the end of harvest. And that's it. It's over. That's all she wrote, folks. Thank God we got that done. Just glad nothing broke. Everything held together. We didn't really have any major breakdowns this year, so that's a relief. Just got to get unhooked and get out of here before it starts raining. Thanks guys for hanging out. Sorry I didn't get to answer as many questions. I was hoping to get Kayla in here with me, but it just didn't happen. So thanks for hanging out. There should be some, like I said, the videos, there's like four or five videos behind. So there will be harvest videos coming for a little while yet. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. We'll see you later.